What's up, y'all? It's Mr. Royce Media, coming at you guys with yet another video. I'm doing this video from my car, and in this video, I want to address something that I've been noticing um, around the Black Manosphere. And what I'm noticing is that some of you guys are really questionable in your masculinity. I say this because last night I was listening to a live stream by a YouTuber called Angry Man, which I like a lot of his material. If you haven't already subscribed to him, go subscribe to him. He has the Masculine Mercenaries YouTube page, so go check it out. Subscribe. But anyway, he was talking about his recent firearm purchases, and he had an AR-15 on his live stream, and he was checking it out. And someone in the chat made a negative comment about having firearms and firearm ownership in the Black Manosphere section of YouTube. And Angry Man pretty much lit into whoever that commenters was. He lit into their ass. And I gotta say, Angry Man was right. You know, gun ownership is not only an American way of life, that's a manly thing, that's a masculine thing. I own lots of guns, and I like guns. I'm a lifelong military guy. I grew up around guns. I've been around guns for as long as I can remember, at least since I was 3, and there's nothing wrong with them as long as you're responsible. I have the mindset that every Black American family, every Black American man should own at least one gun to protect himself and protect those he cares about, especially given the history of the U.S. and its treatment of Black people. It would be ridiculous not to have a gun. And in fact, I think it is some sissy-ass, feminine shit to have a disdain for guns and call yourself a man, especially a Black man. You guys, a lot of you guys want to talk about how you want to talk about the Black Panthers of old and stuff, and not realizing that one of the big things that they pushed was Black male gun ownership of firearms, and bouncing off that firearms section, there are a lot of other things that it seems that men, the males in this section, seem to have a disdain for things that are manly. You know what it sounds like to me? It's looking more and more like the Black Manosphere is full of soy boys who just want to sit up and complain about their woman problems and turn the Black Manosphere basically into the black male version of Essence. Where all you guys want to talk about is failed relationships and that girl you didn't get and stuff. Really, it gets to be punkish, in my opinion. There are other things to talk about as far as manhood, masculinity, other than some chick doing you wrong. Some relationship with some girl not going the way you wanted to go. But this is what I'm seeing. That's all you guys want to talk about. How to, dealing with relationships that went bad, or how to get these chicks out here to get them in bed. Stuff that's really not hard, but that's what you guys seem to be focused on, obsessing with these women. There's other stuff to talk about, like trucks with diesel engines, football games, your shit with comic books, outdoor sports, you know, fighting sports, different stuff like that. You know, a lot of you guys haven't participated in manly stuff and you have a disdain for it. You just want to be up under some girl who basically you're trying to make make out to be an extension of your mother, and it's sickening. It's tiresome, you know. You guys need to, man, come up off that shit. Think about something else. Do something else. There's plenty of man shit you could be doing out there. You know, I do a lot of man shit, you know. Man, you know, I enjoy being a man. There's a lot of shit I can do as a man, and I do as much of it as possible. You know, for those of you who know me outside this section, man, you know, I'll be out doing some stuff, you know, when I get my free time that, you know, I like to live dangerously. I free climb rocks. I ride motorcycles. I scuba dive. I skydive. I do all kinds of manly shit. You know, I do all kinds of masculine shit. I enjoy being a man. And I think that's the problem with a lot of you guys. You don't enjoy being a man. Being a man is a burden. And yes, we as men, we have a higher level of accountability. We have a higher level of responsibility. And I get the whole, you guys want to build legacies and all of this shit. But you guys bitch and complain so much, you're starting to look like a bunch of soft punks, you know. I suspect a lot of you guys have never been in a real fist fight or something like that, you know. I did a video not too long ago talking about how learning how to fight, learning how to defend yourself increases your confidence. And that actually carries over into talking with women. You know, a lot of you guys haven't had that experience. You haven't did anything that challenged you or that downright, you know, was life risking. You know, so all you want to do is talk about females, which is pretty safe. You know, a lot of you guys are a little too buttery for your boy here. So I think I'm going to focus on talking to you guys more about doing man stuff and doing masculine stuff and exploring your masculinity and just being masculine, being men. You know, doing stuff that men do and enjoy being a man. You know, I think you all need that. I think you all need that out of the side, because all this talk about bitches is getting old. You know, you guys got to grow the fuck up. You ain't in high school no more. You know, go get a pickup game or two. Go join a softball league. You know, go do what I do. Go scuba diving in some of these places outside the country, even places inside the country. There's some great scuba diving, you know, but you need to be more of an explorer and stop worrying about these funky ass chicks all the time, because man, that's not all there is in life. You know, get out there and explore. Stop being scared. Stop, you know, being, you know, shut-ins and stuff. Even though we got this corona thing going on, there's still stuff you can do to explore your manlyhood and to celebrate and be a man, you know, instead of sitting up crying about some girl. You know, we know that women outnumber men, so if you got one and shit go bad with her, take what you learned from the Red Pill section of YouTube and objectively use it to go get you another one or go get you a few, you know, so you can stop being so whiny little bitches. You know, it's like dealing with, it's like you all are a bunch of tall 14-year-olds with this nonsense. Anyway, I'm going to talk about guns, and I'm going to talk about, you know, fast cars, and I'm going to talk about some of the challenging stuff I do as a man, you know. And I invite you all to do the same. Anyway, this is Mr. Royce of Royce Media. Like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comments section. You know, I'm pretty sure some of you guys get in there and be bitching like you do. So go ahead and do that. And, you know, anyway, you know, it's Mr. Royce Media, and I'm out.